while you were doing hair and doing beauty and while you had your salon, how did you balance all of the different people, personalities, and attitudes that you had to deal with while you were doing people's hair?
You mean the clients or my staff? Like, what do you mean?
Everybody.
Everybody. Well, I think in any business, you have to set a culture.
Right.
Right? You set the tone for your business and you establish a culture. Your culture then fuels the experience for your team and for your clients or your customers. If you got a restaurant, a hair salon, barbershop, whatever it is, you have to set the tone for the culture. And in doing that, there has to be structure, right? And so there were certain things that I would not allow. From a professional side, there were things that I would not allow. But I also, most importantly, I allowed people to be human.
Right.
I allowed people to be human, but you still had to follow rules and you had to respect me as your stylist, as your team leader.
And respect my space as my salon.
And respect my space as the salon, as our salon. One thing I was always good about, I have to say, I never put an I in team.
Right.
My team that worked with me, we did that shit together.
Yeah.
We did it together. Yeah. And I think that is what makes a great business and it creates a really good welcoming atmosphere. Yeah.
I agree.
But I dealt with I've seen every type of client you could think of. And I was always open to receive whatever they had to offer. I believe everybody that you come in contact with, whether it's a personal contact or somebody that's walking by and you may speak to or have eye contact. There is a reason for every human interaction and encounter. So I always left myself open and vulnerable to that, to the day that I retired, which is why it was so hard for me to retire, because I had built such a strong network and relationships with my team and my clients.
They were like family.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely family. But family that respected each other and we respected boundaries. And I think that's why I was able to be so successful while I was in the beauty industry for 20 years. And didn't really have any major hiccups. You're gonna have hiccups regarding any business, you're gonna have some hiccups. But that was, that is a chapter that I would never, and actually the chapter isn't closed, the salon part is. But again, I will forever be a part of the beauty industry. I mean, it's in me.